Hi, this is Ellison with the Leap team, and today I'd like to take a few minutes to show off some of our apps as well as highlight some of our platform features. As you can see, we're already in our demo hub here where we have some of our demo apps laid out, as well as a section to highlight our platform features. And the first thing I'd like to do is jump straight into the Leap canvas with you. This is our application editor. Once this loads up, we'll be presented with some welcome help text, which we don't really need that. We could also generate a new app with a smart template, but we're going to be starting from scratch today, so I'll close that as well. And what I'd like to do is actually build a new app from one of our connected data sources. I'm going to do that from an API. That'll be the USDA Food Nutrition API. So we can expand that, find the data that we'll be submitting, which is the type of food whose nutrients we'd like to know more about. We can just drop that onto our canvas, select an add form to make submissions to our API, and so that's already good to go. The only other thing we need to do is just take this response data coming back, drag that onto the canvas, create a table from it. See our headers are coming in, so it looks like things should be good to go. We should already have a working app here. So we can go ahead and test it in preview mode. Let's say I'd like to go buy some cheddar cheese. I can submit that, take a moment for our API results to come back, and we can see they're now populating the table. We have information regarding our brand owner, the description of the food item, FDC ID, and other useful information regarding nutrition on this food here. So while we may have a working app here, we haven't added any styling or anything like that yet, which of course we can do in Leap. In fact, if we jump back to our demo hub here, you can see we already have a food nutrient search that's been styled already. So if we take a look at that, you can see we can add images and coloring to the backgrounds of our elements. We can adjust font styling, such as sizing and font family. We can of course move things around in the canvas and set up the layout as we like it. And this of course works in the same way. We can make our food search here. We have virtually the same app, we've just chosen a slightly different data set to display in the table and have added some styling to it. Let's go ahead and jump back to our demo hub here. So the next app we'd like to show you is our warranty and claims app. This is, as we can see, a client-facing app for homeowners to check their warranty and claims info. Now this has actually been set up for mobile only, so we have to open this in our editor again, and we can switch to mobile mode where we have access to our mobile device emulator, where we can test our apps and see them exactly how they would appear in a mobile device. Let's see, we have our introduction here, we can navigate. We can interact with our app the same exact way that we would as if we were viewing it on our own phone. So let's go ahead and jump back into our demo hub here, and we'll scroll down because next we'd like to show you how we can automate workflow and data flow. We have a few apps for that, but we'll just do that with our workflow and report generator. And this demo is set up around the idea of managing various countries' tax information and updating them through a workflow. You can see we have three different personas for this app. There's the coordinator who initiates the update, our preparer who makes the first updates and changes, as well as our reviewer who will actually review these changes made by the preparer and send them back to the coordinator for final approval. Let's jump in here as the coordinator. If we had any pending updates that needed approval, we'd see a little alert up here, and we could review them in our alerts page, but we have none, so that looks good. We can go ahead and go into content management. Let's say we have a new tax law change for Albania, and we'd like that updated through our workflow. And select Initiate Update here, and we'll get this form. We could select our initial preparer, our FSO reviewer, and then our first reviewer. So a couple different roles here. We could even add some comments, say what needs changing, explain what this update is about, why we need to do it. And once we have this information filled out, we'll submit, get the confirmation that an update has been initiated. And the next time Thomas or whoever is next in line in our workflow here logs in, they'll get a little notification by the bell here, then go into their alerts page and see which country they've been assigned to and start making changes. And returning to our demo hub here again, we're going to stay in automated workflow and data flow because now we'd like to show you our loan management tool. Now we have a version for both the loan officer as well as a mobile customer portal. So let's jump into the officer portal here. This gives us sort of a vertical slice of what the experience would be once you've selected a customer. You can view their information on the right here as well as some information regarding the loan they're applying for, the steps in their sort of journey here. We can see steps they've completed, what they're on currently, as well as what's coming next. We can even look at their required documents, when and if they've been delivered, and we could even download the documents and review them ourselves if need be. Jumping back here, we could take a look at what the customer experience would be. And that will again open in our canvas here, since it is for mobile devices. We can move into mobile editing mode and test it in our emulator. You can see this is what the customer experience would be and give them quick at-a-glance information. We can manage various accounts. This one just has one. Scrolling down, we can see a similar sort of loan journey. Each of these they'd be able to click into and get more information regarding that step and anything they need to do, and receive some alerts on the current step as well. And back to our demo hub again. Lastly, we'd like to show you how we can leverage various data sources and spreadsheets to generate reports as well as dashboards for our apps. We'll do that in our compliance reporting app here. You can see we have a few options for things to do, as well as quick at-a-glance information at the bottom of our dashboard. This is all powered by various spreadsheets. If we take a look at our monthly totals, for example, we can see this table is powered by a spreadsheet, and there are other data sources and spreadsheets powering these charts, and graphs. And if we return to our dashboard, we can show you something really cool about Leap, which is every data source connection we have, such as this table right here, is automatically audited for changes and updates. So if we take a look at our data audit for this number, say we want to know where this number came from and how it got to where it is today, we can do that within this panel and see the date and timestamp of when changes were made, who made them, the origin. We can even see details such as the IP address that the app was accessed from when the change was made. And of course, we can export all of these audits as an Excel file to be reviewed later or as an external report.